Yo, what's up, Making the Millionaire peeps? Episode 135. I'll try to keep this brief. So, I went to the comedy show this week in Las Vegas with some friends. Yo, what's happening, guys? I'm about to do something I've never done before. It is the evening right now. It is 6:35 Mountain Time, 5:35 Eastern, and I'm heading down to Vegas to a comedy show. So 3 of my friends, Keith Yackey, Bradley, and a guy named Tommy Brett, are doing stand-up comedy with some other people down there like Cole Hatter and Sonia, whose mastermind I'm a part of. I'm gonna drive down there and have some fun for the night. Here goes. Just arrived in Vegas. Gonna go enjoy some comedy.
And that's why white people shouldn't dance.
Well, I've been back from Vegas. I just got back. It was a quick trip last night. Fun time hanging out with people. Now, who do I have in the back seat?
Archie.
It's Archie. So Becca and I, she just stepped out of the car, but she'll be here in just a second. We're taking that little guy on a, would you call this a double date? So 2 parents, 1 kid. What are we gonna go do, Archie?
Go to the movies.
We're going to the movies. Yeah, we're taking Archie. What are we gonna go see at the movies?
The new Grinch.
The new Grinch movie, heck yeah. But what are we gonna do first? What do we gotta do for food?
Go to Olive Garden.
Gotta go to Olive Garden. I've just been working on stuff for the Prosperity Loop. I'm doing a pre-launch for it. What's up, Beck? Doing a pre-launch for it, and I've just been putting the video together for it and all that fun stuff. But tonight, it's date night for Archie. Let's do it, Arch.
I have something to say.
Yeah.
So, everyone always says, date your daughters, which I agree with. But I have something to add. You ready? Date your sons too. I know.
I knew that was coming.
How'd you know?
Because
too predictable.
how you set it up. Date your daughters, yeah. But I agree. We just watched The Grinch, and yeah, it was fun. Did you enjoy it, Archie?
Yeah.
Business-wise, the thing that I worked on a little bit this week was things around the Prosperity Loop. So I'm going to transition into making the 6-figure secret be the Prosperity Loop. That's what the new branding's gonna be. And also had a little bit of fun date night and all that good stuff. But I think what I really wanted to talk about as for this episode is a lot of the stuff that is unseen. There's a lot that has happened this week that couldn't be recorded. And here's why. It couldn't be recorded because it was happening in here. This happened last December, I think, and probably the last several Decembers as it's winded down the year. Like, I don't know if it's because I don't feel like a lot of action's coming on, but I just want to document the anxiety and the worry and all of the mental chatter that has been so present this week. And I say it because I want people to realize that they're not alone once they deal with it. But holy fuck, it's been so crazy and loud. This week, even though I've gotten a little bit done, there's been so much I haven't gotten done. If I was to measure myself, and in fact I do, I probably should look at my book. I do this thing where I give myself a score at the end of the day. I call it my squeezed score. And the reason I call it a squeezed score is if you imagine a lemon and your life is represented by this lemon, or each day is represented by this lemon, how much did you squeeze it out? And I would say on a scale of 0 to 10, it was probably about a 4 this week. A 3 or a 4 on average. Why is that? There were so many things I wanted to get done and I didn't because I was just in mind chatter and I was worried about money and figuring out how to make that work or wondering if I was going to. Feeling thoughts of like, is there enough time? I don't know if I have enough time. Why am I not where I want to be yet in several areas? And it's just been pretty wild. So I want to document that that's real, but I also want to say, okay, well, what have I done to kind of combat it? Because I feel a little bit better today. One thing that has helped is talking it out. So if I could get my place to the point where I could talk to somebody like Becca, like we went on a drive out in nature and talked, so that was useful. Going on a little drive with this one this time. We got a babysitter for 1.5 hours.
That's how you do it.
How convenient. This is one of my favorite spots around here. I don't know what it's called, but there's just layers upon layers of rock. It's awesome. Also, you can talk with yourself. Like you can write a pen and like write stuff out. That tends to help. And honestly, something that I've recently started trying is literally just talking out loud to myself. Similar to what it feels like right now, because honestly, even though I'm talking to you right now on this video, there's nobody else in this room. It helps to think that I'm talking to you or someone out there, several someones. Something that I've tried this week is literally just talking it out, because sometimes I just feel like my head is swimming with so many thoughts and I'm wondering, what should I do? What's next? Am I gonna be okay? Am I gonna figure it out? And it gets overwhelming sometimes. And honestly, that's one of the reasons I wanted to go down to a comedy show. Number one, to feel good and laugh, but to get around people. Because even though it's been good living here, that's my backyard, pretty much. I mean, my real backyard is only to like that fence line, but there's not a whole lot that happens around here. And it was good to go to Vegas and to get around some familiar faces and be around the kind of people that I want to be around. This is probably just like a seeding to the next year and the years beyond, to know that I'm already thinking about that I've got to relocate at some point just to get around other people like me and other just around things that is not just like, it's good to get quiet and stuff like this because I need my alone time to focus and get stuff done, but I also need people and experiences and things that can pull me out of the funk faster. So yeah, I would definitely categorize this week as having been in a funk. I just wanted to document that and document some of the things that I'm doing to pull out of it, like writing and things of that nature. I'm not totally clear on how to bounce back on the next one. I'm definitely on the upward swing right now. One thing that helped that I think I'll leave on is seeing if I could find the root and write or think about or talk about the root cause. And this was important because for one thing, I was thinking, oh, I'm feeling this pressure because I just need to get this prosperity loop sales page up, for example. And that was causing me a lot of anxiety and worry and like, is this gonna work and all that. And I was like, I just need to get this done. But then I realized, I asked myself, have I felt this way before? And the answer was yes, I have felt that way before. And what was I feeling that way before in times past? Well, it was for whatever the big thing was that was in my life then that needed to get done. Whether it was when I quit my day job and needed to figure out what I was gonna do next, when I had one client left on my social media and I had to figure out what I was gonna do next, all of those things. And so what I realized is it's not just that getting that thing done per se. I need to figure out how to deal with whatever the one big opportunity or problem, however you want to view it, whatever that one big thing is, I need to figure out how to deal with that emotionally. Because yeah, I could quickly get this prosperity loop sales page done, but then I'm gonna have another big thing in my life that props up that I'm gonna have to deal with. So I need to learn how to emotionally deal with whatever that big thing is. And so just realizing that and going deeper seemed to help quite a bit with processing and working through. And again, some really cool wins too. Like right there, you can see like, this is my exercise sheet. I've tried to stay consistent in several things so I have an anchor, even though there have been times where I felt so not motivated to do anything. I'm like, okay, what are some bare minimum things that I need to do to stay anchored, that I want to do? And one of them is exercising. every single day. So been doing that, been pretty consistent on journaling, been pretty consistent at getting to bed by 10, some of those foundational structured things. And I keep that in because I know, just based on past experience, that with that consistency, I'm gonna get through this storm of anxiety and worry and all that type of stuff, and I'm gonna feel good. And because I have structures that I've kept in place, I'm gonna be able to go harder on those things, and I'm gonna be able to go higher and farther. And it looks like that's probably gonna happen as we go into the new year. That's what I'm excited about, to pass through this, get on the other side, and in the energy of feeling so good, just dominate and get stuff done. So I'm gonna wrap it up right there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Calvin Wayman. This is episode 135. I'm from the future, and I just came back to share the journey that this is how it looked to my first $1 million. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode. Peace out.